Welcome back, welcome back. As promised, this tutorial will be about the web editor. That is where you will upload your tracks, upload your albums, sell your memberships, upload your services, do your merchandise. So grab some popcorn, get your drink, and let's get started. All right, so as you remember from the intro video, if you watched it, if not, it'll be the first video in the tutorial section. And this websites tab, as we talked about, loads all of the sites. Once again, if you're expecting a site from us, free design, that'll show up here within 24 hours. Once you have your free design, or if you're deciding to build out your own site by yourself, then this is where the fun begins. So you'll go ahead and you will click on your individual site that you want to edit, and it will open up our drag and drop web editor. So there's a lot of things going on here. We'll take it step by step, but starting here on the left side, you can kind of think of these as your menu options, things that you can click on to edit certain portions of your site or to upload certain type of media. Starting with the layouts, pretty straightforward, but as you click through here, you can see different layout structures for your website. How do you want it to show up? So you got the left to right, right to left. You got the web app, which is one of my favorites because the navigation icons show up here. So if I were you, I would use this one. I just really like this one. I think it's the most user-friendly, but your choice. Then you have the reverse of that. And then you have the basic, which is also a very popular one. This is how most sites kind of are, from top to bottom. So pick the one that you like, and then that's it for that part. Moving on to the tracks. This is where you upload your tracks. So it's pretty straightforward. Blue upload new track button. You click on that, enter in your track title, your BPM, which is optional. That's beats per minute. Don't expect all artists to know what their beats per minute is. That's okay. The system will actually automatically pre-fill that if you don't add it based off of the song that you upload. So you enter in your track title, your tags. So the tags are kind of how you want to describe your song. So let's say it's a trap, Hi-Fi, West Coast, you kind of get the point. This is where you can add your full song, and then you can also add a snippet, which is a 30 to 45 second version of your full song. Just like on iTunes, when people preview songs, they're not getting access to the full song to protect the artist. They're getting access to like a 30-second clip. You could do the same thing. You can upload the full song for the people who buy it, and then you can upload the 30-second preview for the people to preview it on your website. And then your cover art, which you can click on here. We've got stock images that you can search through. So you just search in here and you get all of these different stock images that you can use. And that's kind of it there. I'll just go ahead and edit this track because I've already uploaded this information, so you can kind of see what it would look like as you're going through the process. So you would click on next. This is the price for your individual track. The default is $1.99. You could put this to whatever you want. You can sell tracks for $5, $2, $3, whatever you want. And it's important to note that you do keep 100% of your sales. Let me say that again. You do keep 100% of your sales. So that's great. You can also offer a free download option, which is great if you want to capture leads, get more context. So you could say yes here and then require their email. What this does is it allows the person to actually download the song for free, but in order to do that, they have to put in their email. And this is great for you. For certain tracks, you may just offer it for free so that you can collect your fans' email, so that later, when you're doing like an actual album release, a pre-release, then you can actually blast all those individuals and try to capture a certain percentage of them to actually buy your album. So, and then the last section is just categorizing the song, like what's the genre, what's the subgenre, kind of like what's the mood, and things like that. So that's pretty straightforward. Once the track is uploaded, it'll actually show up here on the left side. And just so you're aware, these individual tracks here, they're actually draggable, meaning that you can take them and you can just stick them wherever you want on your site. Let me do that again. So if I wanted to put this right underneath here, I can just drag and drop. And it's that simple. Now, if I want to edit certain attributes, certain properties, meaning like I want this title to be a lot bigger, well, you just click on the individual element. You click on the title and you'll see here on the header, there's these different options. So you can change the font size. And as you can see here, live time, it shows up. You can make it bold, italicized. So you can kind of really get the look that you want. You can change everything. This green button color, you don't want that? You want red? Well, then run it up. Let's go. Let's go. And so forth. Everything is customizable. You simply just start clicking and you'll see all these options that pop up here, that allows you to change all the different properties. The background of the actual page, you can change that by just simply clicking on the background, and then, you can add or remove the image. You can add, make it more dark. You could change the background to like red. I mean, look at that. That already looks different. Not saying you would go with something like this, but you get the point. You can really do what you want. So that's what makes this really cool. So, and then another really common thing that's asked is, well, how do I add a logo? If you've got a logo at the top here, you can click on, the text here, which is the default, but then you can hover over here and add a logo. And it actually gives you the dimensions that are, recommended, so that the logo looks really good. And then, of course, you can also drag images and photos. So you would do that here in the photo section. So if you wanted to drag a particular image, you would just take it and just drag it. It's really that simple. It's all drag and drop. Same thing with the videos. You can upload YouTube videos, Vimeo, your videos from your local computer, anything, and you could just drag them to the screen as well. And then here in the design section, this is like more elements. So for example, if you wanted to have like an actual player, you can drag that player here, and then you could style that player. So when somebody clicks play, it'll play these particular tracks that are on here. There's also a default player. Even if you weren't to add that, that will show up, and I'll show you that here in a little bit. But this one is a little bit more unique. And then of course, these types of elements like feature track. Let's say you just dropped a single, you want to, promote a particular track, you want it to really stand out, then you would put that one there at the top, see? And it's really that straightforward. Big sale timer. This is really useful if you've got like a sale going with those discount codes and you wanted to just do something for like 2-3 days, 30% off the entire site. You can drag that in there as well. All these other buttons, they're pretty straightforward. Everything is pretty self-explanatory. So this is the main page, right? This is the actual main page. So if I click preview here, that'll actually show me what it looks like if somebody were to land on my site, let's say today. So, you can make your changes. You can click preview. When you're ready to publish your site, then you would actually click publish right there. And don't worry, you can always publish new changes. The difference between the preview and the publish is that the preview allows you to see it first, and then the publish allows everybody to see it. That's the best way to think about it. So moving on to the other options here. If you click on page, you'll see all these different pages. Because once again, this is just like the home page. That's that first page somebody sees. But there's other pages. There's the cart page. Like, what does the website look like when somebody goes to the cart? You can change the background here as well. All of the styling, the colors, everything like that. The tracks page. What if somebody goes to like this tracks page where it lists all of the tracks and lets them filter by, BPM, genres, moods. They can search by title, everything. This is the player shows up here with the wave, all of that good stuff. You can customize everything. Just simply click any of the elements once again, and then all of the options show up here on the top, and you can, you can customize those. You got your albums page, so you can add albums and sell the albums. You can customize that. I mean, as you can see here, there's pretty much you can customize everything. So if you wanted to add an album, straightforward, you just click add album, title, price, description, you add your file, cover art, you can attach an MP3 preview file and things like that. You got the services here, so if you're selling like other services to other artists, if you're a label and you're selling services, you can upload those. You got memberships, which is really cool. You can add your own plans so people can subscribe to you and get access to exclusive things that you offer. You got products, in other words, merchandise. So you can add, physical products. You can add digital products. You can add all sorts of products here that don't fall into the category of, let's say, the tracks, the music, things like merch, courses, and things like that. Then you got the about page. It's pretty straightforward. You got the contact and things like that. So That's a demo and a tutorial on how the web editor works. It's really straightforward. You just got to play around with it a little bit, click around, change some properties. The most important things to remember is simply when you upload your new tracks, they will show up on your website. They always show up under the track section here. So if you were to upload like 100 tracks today, they would all show up here. But the home page is the tracks that you manually drag into here. So if you want them to show up on your homepage, you have to manually drag those tracks, allowing you to, switch things out and have that full control. So just keep that in mind. That's it. Thank you so much. In the next tutorial, we will talk about the marketing section and go over that. Thank you.